Now, the 7th annual Afterwords Literary Festival is fast approaching. Over 9 days in early November, writers and readers of all ages will gather together in Halifax to celebrate their love of storytelling, reading, and all things books. So joining me this morning is co-founder and co-executive director of the festival, Stephanie Domet, and author Chad Lucas. Thank you both for coming in this morning.
Thanks so much for having us, Crystal.
We love books. Tis a great time to talk about books. Getting cold. I saw you both bristling at that Latavia's mention of flurries.
Flurries.
They're coming, though. Great to have a book on hand to settle in and read. Okay, so Stephanie, you started the festival. Tell us why. It's a fun story.
Yeah, so my friend Ryan Turner and I were both writers. We're both avid readers. And there used to be a literary festival in Halifax, the Halifax International Literary Festival. It ceased around 2008. And he and I got together right away to start complaining about the lack of a literary festival. We did that for about a decade, just constantly. And why doesn't somebody start one, we said to each other. And finally one day we thought, oh, maybe it's us.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start this festival. So we thought, well, let's just give it a try. So 2019, we pulled off our first little festival. It was 5 days, I think, in venues around town, and it worked. And so we thought, well, let's just do that again.
I love that. You needed a festival, you create the festival that you want. And
yeah.
It's so great. And it's growing a lot. Now, Chad, you're doing a Children's Day. Let's talk a little bit about that. Experience for kids.
Yeah, this is something that has grown in the festival is, you know, how do we expand this to every audience, because kids love to read books as well. So that's grown over the years. Early on, I did a writing workshop with some youth, and it's grown to a full event at the Halifax Central Library. Hundreds of families show up. There's a bunch of authors, and it's just kind of a literary free-for-all for kids as well.
It's great. I love, it was my kids actually, I think, that first got me going to festivals, just because they sort of, you know, you want something to do with the kids, and then you get looped in as well. How is this festival different than others, since it's the one you wanted? I know you're very familiar with books and festivals.
So my favorite thing is to listen to writers talk about their ideas, or talk about their process, or talk about basically what pushes them to the page. I find that the most interesting. So we, and Ryan too, also we both love those kinds of conversations. So we wanted to create a festival that would like really center kind of what happens, you know, after you write the book and it's out. Beyond reading from it, what else is there? And so it's a very conversation-focused festival, but with lots of workshops for writers at all levels. We thought that was really important too, to welcome like beginning writers, but also intermediate writers, and the opportunity for some professional development, to welcome young readers to Kids Day, where they can meet authors and see like that's a possible life, or just how fun is it to meet an author and get a little sticker or stamp or autograph in the passport that they get when they come in the door. We do film screenings, we program at the Black Cultural Center, we program at the Millbrook Cultural Center. We are in venues all over town. We just wanted to make this kind of festival that makes Halifax also a character in the story, you know? Yeah.
Wonderful. It sounds very well-rounded. It sounds like a really great experience. I personally love to hear poets read their work. I find that you read a poem and then we hear somebody actually read it themselves. Totally different experience.
It really brings it to life. And we have some incredible poets coming this year. Billy Ray Belcourt, who we've wanted to bring to Halifax since our first year. Katharina Vermette, who also we have chased since our first year. They're going to come. They each have a new book of poetry, and they're going to be in conversation with someone I can't believe we get to have in our local community, which is Sue Goyette. The poet Sue Goyette is going to lead the conversation with Katharina and Billy Ray. That's happening on Saturday, November 8th at the Bus Stop Theatre, and I think it's just going to be incredible.
Wonderful. We have put a link to the festival on our website to make it easy for you to find. Chad, you joined the board this year, I hear. What are you most excited about for this festival?
It's just a great opportunity to hang out with other writers. That's always a lot of fun. But also just to be around people who are excited about books and excited about reading. I always get a charge of that from that as a writer, especially when I get to hang out with kids who are really excited about reading and writing and creativity. That always kind of fills you up as someone who writes for kids. So it's just anytime you can hang out at a library full of people who love books and love writing is a great time.
It is true. It's truly true. All right, let's talk a little bit. We've got a little extra time. So graphic novels are going to get a spotlight.
Yeah, so there are 3 local writers who have new graphic novels out with the excellent Conundrum Press, which is one of our incredible Nova Scotian publishers. Eleanor Hansen, Veronica Post, and Molly Cronin, who are all incredible writers and illustrators. Conundrum makes this series of like little graphic novels, and we're bringing Gabrielle Drolet, who has written a memoir called Look Ma, No Hands. She draws for The New Yorker and The Walrus. She's a really accomplished artist, and so we thought, what an opportunity to put these 3 local writers in conversation with each other and with Gabrielle Drolet. So we're doing that on Friday, November 7th at the Bus Stop Theatre. And I think that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, so do tickets sell out quickly for these events?
This year they do. I will tell you what. You know, Halifax loves to take its time with the ticket buy, which is always a fun and interesting roller coaster ride if you're an event producer. But this year, I have to say, last year a lot of our events sold out. This year, people were like right off the hop buying tickets. So some of our events are pretty close to selling out. But there's room, and there are always, you know, a few people who optimistically buy tickets and then can't make it. And so there's always a little bit of space at the door.
Well, thank you both so much for coming in today, and thanks for organizing this wonderful event in our region.
Thanks for having us.